The fuck? No, I don't want it to be like that. What is this stupid thing doing?
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know if we're live or not. Are we live?
Oh, nice play.
Okay, well, you know what? The clock's counting, so I think we're live.
Are we live? Are we live? Are we live on the interwebs? This is awkward as all, but we're live on the interwebs.
I guess we're live.
Wouldn't it be fun if we go through this whole thing and we're not?
That would be fun, actually. Yeah.
And it's going to be what it's going to be.
Week 6 Sunday Scaries with Buccs McGee live from Reve Brewing in Atlantic Beach, Florida, just outside of Jacksonville.
Yes, outside. Good times outside Jacksonville today.
Yeah. So we started the day off seeing my Colts play the Jaguars, and it didn't get off to a very good start.
Yeah, it was a little rough for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, his homecoming wasn't very good.
No, he wasn't welcomed at all. 4 turnovers, 3 being of the interception type, and 1 fumble.
Yeah.
Just didn't have it. Just did not have it today. It was rough for him. I thought they were gonna start a little faster. It's like they kind of just put everything on him and didn't really go to the run game till later on. And at that point, Jacksonville had opened up a sizable lead. So
yeah. Now it got out of hand, so we decided to beat the traffic and leave middle third quarter. We did get a couple garbage time touchdowns, but as we were driving over here to Rev, we found out that Trevor Lawrence had a knee injury in this game.
Yes. So
all of a sudden, this big shiny win that you blew out a division rival doesn't look so shiny when your quarterback is hurt.
No, so we haven't heard anything yet. So hopefully it's nothing serious. But yeah, when your starter goes down with a knee injury, it's never a great thing. Always overshadows a victory.
Yeah. The other 1 o'clock actions. Well, I guess the biggest one is the Niners lost today.
There's always that game.
One less undefeated team for the 72 Dolphins to sweat.
If you had asked anybody, I think they would have said, yeah, this would have been a solid game. Figured the Niners, even if they had started out slow, would have been able to pull it out. But 2 key injuries.
The injury topic continues.
Debo and CMC go down, and the Niners had a chance to win it at the end, but sometimes your kicker just doesn't deliver.
And we were listening to the end of this game on the radio on the drive over here, and they actually did drive. We were thinking like, okay, well, this is Purdy's time to shine because now he's missing CMC, he's missing Debo. This is his time to shine. Drive the field. Show us what you're about.
Yep.
And he actually did drive the field. He got him in position to kick the game-winning field goal, and the kicker missed it.
Yeah. So you can't blame Purdy in that sense. He did what he needed to do. It's just sometimes when it's wet and rainy, it's your day, and sometimes it's not. So the Niners, I think, will bounce back. I think the bigger issue is their injuries right now. See what happens. Make sure Debo and CMC are all right. We'll have to look into their schedule going forward. They probably can rest each of them a couple games just to get them back. But
so we'll give them a little bit of a pass on that last drive. But going forward, can Purdy continue the success he's had without possibly both Debo and CMC? Because Ayuk is obviously going to be doubled.
Well, we're going to find out. Let's be honest. I believe Purdy was 12-0 since he started. His career started in the NFL. So
this is his first legitimate loss.
Yeah, first legitimate loss. But he lost, but he put him in position to win. So I can't fault him. It's going to be a situation where next week we're going to have to see what the Niners are all about. The game plan will drastically change depending on what these injuries are. If there's no CMC, then of course, next man up. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, now I think everyone's now going to say, what's Purdy about? Was he a product of the system, or is he a legit guy?
Yeah. Before we talk more games, let's talk what's left of our spread in front of us.
Yes.
I'm going to take this last piece since you had the previous piece.
Yes. Well, I cut it in half.
You did. It's a nice guy. a nice guy.
Yeah, I do what I can. I do what I can. I'm all about, sharing is caring.
While I'm munching on this burrata, Barat? Barat. I'm not Italian. I don't need to not pronounce the last letter, but I do it anyway.
Just eat it, man. Tell me what you think.
Oh, I know what I think.
Oh, man.
If it's fresh mooch, it's for me.
Yeah. Oh, the mozzarella was really good. Very good here.
Now you got sweetness out of this.
Yeah, there is a sauce on there that gives it some sweetness.
Oh, there's some. I think it was the balsamic on it though.
The pesto was great on it as well. Really brought out the taste. Very impressive.
The pesto was hidden.
Yeah.
Like we can see it on the wrapper here, but it was kind of hidden underneath all the greens.
Very, very good.
I might even
don't throw it around.
I might even dab it.
There you go. So yeah. So Niners lose. Then you've got another division leader in Miami.
Oddly enough, the last cork to pop the bottle is the Dolphins.
You've got Miami and Carolina. Carolina came out strong, up 14-0. But Miami is that offense that just doesn't quit and is high octane. And before you knew it, it was tied 14-all, and then Miami took over
and they wound up covering. They were given 14.5, and we're like, oh boy, Carolina's up 14-0. This is the trap game.
Yeah, because we talked about what we thought was going to be the trap games this week, and we thought Miami was going to be it for Carolina, but no.
Either that or Buffalo. My thought was either that or Buffalo, but so now I'm almost saying okay, what does Buffalo do tonight? Are they gonna not cover because Miami ultimately did, or are they gonna run out the door and cover and have this securely won and covered because Miami struggled and they didn't wind up covering until the very end of the game?
I don't know. I think Buffalo will cover. Let's be realistic. The Giants are that bad.
Under the leadership of Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't know what that offense is going to be. They say there's a chance Saquon's going to play. I say you rest them, and if you have to take the loss, so be it. You got to think long term. Try to save the season. You need Saquon. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
With Danny Dimes out, I don't think it's a good move, but I don't get paid the big bucks to make that decision.
We are having some drinks, or we did have some drinks. You got a little bit left of yours. The beer here at Reve Brewing Company. Shout out Brian, our man Brian at Beer Meets EVL. I've been looking forward to trying this place for a while. So I was very excited to come here. So I started out. You had a full pour. I had a flight. So I'll go through the first couple, and then you can talk about yours.
Here we go.
So I had a typical daydream, which was double dry hop with Nectaron. I love Nectaron hops. And that had this kind of pineapple around it. It was bright, it was piney, but it wasn't bitter. It was really, really good. And then my other IPA that I had was Patterns in Space, Phantasm, Lotus, and El Dorado hops. And that had this it was a super clear color, but it was a full bready type of flavor. It tasted a lot fuller than it should have been because it was super smooth, super clean, super light. It was very, very good. You had a sour.
Yes, I had the sour.
You got a little bit left.
I do have my little bit left. I was trying to save it. I had the I believe I went with the Blind in the Light. Sours are my thing. It's a little bit of passion fruit, pineapple, watermelon. Honestly, the passion fruit wasn't there for me, but definitely the pineapple and the watermelon were there. Very, very crisp. Like I said, I'm a sucker for a sour, but it was really good. Sour but light. Went well with this lovely pizza.
Oh yeah, we got to get into this too.
This lovely pizza we've got going here.
Yeah.
Which was the pesto with
mushrooms and peppers.
Yeah.
And these peppers.
Peppers, no joke. Very hot. Hit real quick, hit strong, but add to the flavor. Very, very smooth tasting. Love it. If everyone comes down here, definitely get it. Unbelievable.
So, other two, I had Mexican lager. I was a little sad because the one I wanted was one aged on lime peels. And the bar staff told me that it was only available in cans, so I can't drink it while we're here. But I did have the regular one, and it had this super, super strong lime flavor. So now I'm always kind of like want a 4-pack to go just to see how strong that lime flavor is. And the other one I have a little itty bitty left. It was what's it called? It was number 5.
Yes.
Southern Swells. Yeah, Dream Swell. Dream Swell 5.
Okay.
Now it was with cocoa nibs and peanut butter
Mm-hmm.
and banana and cinnamon. And when I smelled it, I got big time peanut butter aroma. Banana came in late,
Mm-hmm.
and our senses don't always match up. Usually we're like inverted, but that one you got that too.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flavor was all chocolate.
Yes. Yes.
All chocolate. Banana was way hard to. Banana was almost more of a mouthfeel thing than a taste thing.
Mm-hmm.
The peanut butter was there, but the cinnamon was very noticeably missing on this one.
Yeah. No peanut butter. I was very surprised, but the chocolate definitely there, and like I said, it went down smooth.
Yeah.
Went down smooth.
It did for 11.9. It didn't taste like a 12% beer. No way.
No.
We'll go pinky up like Brian the Beer Stomp for the last little bit. That last little bit, the chocolate came back on it. Okay, so we got these 4 o'clock games. The Detroit Lions and your Tampa Bay Buccaneers just kicked off the second half. Well, not just kicked off. That's just under 8 minutes left. Second half. Bucks are threatening in the red zone if they're not already in the red zone. What have you seen so far from your Bucks?
Right now, it just seems like they're out of sync. Like there have been plays there. The defense is still played solid. It's only 10-3. The defense has held, Detroit. It's just they've got to get in rhythm, and I just don't feel right now that Tampa's in rhythm right now. So they're in the red zone. Hopefully, put on some points. With everybody basically losing in our division, this would be a key win.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
key win.
We didn't hint on that before. There were some games we kind of ignored because they weren't the big stories, but Washington beat Atlanta.
Yes.
We touched on Miami a little bit. They beat Carolina.
Yes.
And the Houston Texans beat Atlanta. So you're kind of playing with house money right now if you lose.
I am, but I want that. I want that win. You
See the fire in his eyes.
You want to gain that ground whenever possible. So if we can eke this out, then it'll be great. We end up losing, then it's fine. We're no worse than we started today. We're just back to the drawing board, but it's a close game still.
So you said they're out of sync. How do you compare this game, which they're currently losing as we're watching, as we're doing live, versus that Philadelphia game on Monday night, where the running game was taken out, where the running game was completely taken out, and Baker was out of sorts?
I think Philly was just better on offense and defensive line. Philly was just, just a little stronger, a little faster.
Do you see comparisons with the Lions in this game?
No.
Okay.
I just think it's a situation where Tampa has chances. They're just not capitalizing on them. That's what it is. I think in the Philly game, we were just overmatched, especially defensively. So, right now, it looks like we just put 3 on the board, so it's 10-6. You just continue to, hope our defense holds Detroit down, and we can get a couple scores and take the lead.
And theme of the week, I guess we're going to be doing another injury segment on next week's pregame. A lot of injuries, but we saw David Montgomery leave this game a little while ago.
Yep, says shoulder injury.
And Jameer Gibbs is already hurt. Mm-hmm. So now, what do the Lions look like? The Lions just have to be this pass-happy type of offense if they're going to do anything for the rest of the season, or at least the short term.
No, they're not. They can't be pass-happy. The run sets up the pass for them.
But they don't have any backs now.
Well, you're gonna have to figure it out because if they decide they just want to throw it, then Tampa can sit back and they'll just feast on that. They'll send the rush and keep the corners back, and it's gonna be tough for Goff to move the ball. So they still have to try to run the ball. You can't abandon your run.
No,
it doesn't work
for this game. But how's that set up for the at least the immediate future of the season for them?
Next man up, and depending on hopefully Gibbs comes back. Hopefully for Montgomery, it's not that long.
Not serious, yeah.
So it's just going to be, and if not, it's next man up, next guy up, regardless of who the third or fourth back is. You're going to have to perform. They need the run game.
Now, a couple other games going on there now. The Rams are off to a bit of a slow start against the Cardinals. I thought the Rams would eat up the Cardinals.
The Cardinals play with heart. the end of the day, the Cardinals play hard, and they may not have brand names. They've pretty much traded a lot of guys away. Things are different in Arizona. But Dobbs, keeps them steady, and if they can beat the Rams, then it's just going to continue to build what they have going in Arizona. I don't think it changes the fact that Kyler's the guy, though you never know. The NFL's a crazy place. Connor's out with an injury, so they're learning how to live without him this week. They're just gonna concentrate on the young guys of the Rams and try to keep the Rams down. But the Rams can be explosive.
Another 4 o'clock game. Patriots went out to Patriots West.
Yes.
Jimmy G's banged up, so Hoya the Destroyer is in. Another former Patriots quarterback.
Yeah. So it's the Patriots. It's
Injuries.
The Patriots just got to try to figure it out. At this point, this team is nowhere going nowhere fast. There's going to have to be changes in the offseason. Mac Jones is not the answer unless he drastically changes it around.
Can you still give Mac Jones a home this winter for 25 cents a night?
Yeah, basically. I think he needs to go somewhere where it's quarterback friendly and he needs to be developed. I think New England was a bad spot for him, and unfortunately they did him wrong. You go through 2 or 3 different offensive coordinators. It's not a good fit. He'll be gone in the offseason. There's no doubt. Mac Jones will be gone.
Sing it with me now. You're so angel. For 25 cents a day, you too can save Mac Jones from New England's offense.
If your team needs a quarterback, he could be the guy. Give him a chance.
All right, we have to touch on this Sunday night disaster. We saw San Francisco was given 10 points, 9.5 points to the Browns. Not only did they not cover, they lost. Dolphins were given 14.5 to Carolina. Yes. They wound up in a 14-0 hole. They did come back. They did wind up covering. So we've got one that did not cover, one that did, but struggled to get there. So where are you seeing the Bills tonight with this 15-point line they have to cover?
If you look at the teams, you would say that you would think they'd come close to covering. But the Giants are a weird team. It's like they're falling apart. They don't have all their weapons, but it just seems like they play hard and they figure out a way to do it. But I don't think they can do it. I think Buffalo covers.
Well, no Danny Dimes.
No Danny Dimes. Yeah. You got Taylor starting. So
not Taylor Swift.
No. And Saquon's probably not going to start. You can't stay after rest Saquon. Can't start him.
No, there's no he said he was trying to come back tonight.
They said
what is the point? What's the point?
They're trying to grab whatever spark they can. That's what it is. Trying to give hope to the fan base, and it's not worth it. You're going to hurt them even more. I think Buffalo handles the spread, and it's just going to be an ugly game.
Yeah, I would agree to that. Well, we each got an extra slice left.
Oh, shoot.
Pizza cheers.
Yes, sir.
I think we'll grab another round, and we'll watch the end of this game, and wrap up this live, and then head back to Central Florida.
Yes, we will.
Oh, the pepper. I love the pepper.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet?
It means it's hidden somewhere.
Yeah, got it? Did you get the pepper yet?
Not yet. I think it's right here in this spot. So if it hits, it hits. If not, oh well. That's it.
Cheers, friends. Enjoy the Sunday Nighter.